entire thing. They have got to go the whole way, Johnny, otherwise they don't stand a chance. And even with that, tiebreakers have still got to go their way. Can they do it? Well, it would be the most moist move of all time if they were.
You know, both teams, I think, have got the dream quarterfinal draw, though. So even if you do have to make that run and win the entire event, at least you're starting off with the easiest matchup, at least when it comes to overall split performance. I don't think either team can complain about playing the other in round one here.
So here we go. Best of 7 for either of these teams. So much on the line when it comes to their major. Redemption are one of those outside shot teams that started 5 points, I should say, behind a qualification spot. They need this and more if they want to make it. Seems like Gentlemates not getting over the line. Seems like Magnifico being eliminated. All have helped them, but now they need to help themselves. The last thing they need is to be beat like they were in a reverse sweep against Moist yesterday.
Well, you know, both teams have had promising results in the Swiss stage yesterday. Of course, the two teams matched up. Like the desk mentioned, Moist were victorious with a reverse sweep, but you know, wins against BDS on the side of Redemption, wins against Gentlemates. These are promising starts to the event. They're definitely both looking like contenders to make it into you know, a top 2. It's possible. And what can Joyo do here? He's going all the way himself. Actually lands an Astral on the backboard, and Rezi's quick to pounce on it. Ivan will collect the spoils and start to dart down the line. He's got another free touch on this one. Goes for the tight angle double into the middle, and Astral buries it as he gets it straight through that last defender.
For Astral as well, there's going to have a little bit more spice to it. The former Moist player himself, looking to try and crush his former team's dreams. Does it after a very strong challenge. Over on the goal line, gets it over. Here's the first one for Redemption, who seem to be getting stronger and stronger as the season has gone by. There was a lot of hope for them in that very first Swiss stage for the first Open qualifier. It kind of fell downhill, where there was a lot of people singing their praises. At the moment, there's only been praises to sing. They have been utterly dominant and ruthless in this opening 90 seconds. You
know, it's a group of 3 players who have performed well at different intervals throughout the past year. Obviously, Astral had the grand final when he was part of that Moist roster over in Rotterdam. And then Clash, you know, he had multiple moments throughout the year where he looked like he was able to play at that S-tier level. And Ivan's just, you know, been steadily improving throughout the years, all the way back to 21-22, where he had his LAN debut in Los Angeles. But can they keep improving as a team? That's the question. Will they be able to fully gel together and figure out their play style that they want to operate with? You know, if you're not on the same page these days, you've not got any chance against the big teams like KC and BDS.
Well, there was the talisman for just a moment on the ball. Joyo, oh, he's so dangerous at creating his opportunities. Not going to be able to do it though if he is demoed. Now just goes for the booming clear, and he has actually kind of caught Astral off his line. First chance to really push it. Cash is faked out to them. Now he's got the one-on-one temporarily of Rezi. Wanted to see if he could just swipe that ball across, maybe take out Rezi's car along the way. Didn't quite happen. But Redemption for the first time forced to defend, and they seem to be doing it pretty well.
Yeah, Cash was he's being chased down there as he tried to get the counter-attack rolling. It made it a bit more difficult for him to send the ball to a teammate. First touch by Rezi goes very high, and to the ceiling he goes. Reset is his. Rezi defended well, and actually looks like he was leaving that one for Joyo to take over. And in comes Oli. His 50-50 will not go on target. Joyo, in an attempt to quickly get up the wall, gets beaten to it. It's left in for Rezi. Well, I don't think that was too well planned out by Moist, but Rezi pounces first on the loose ball.
Yeah, there have been a lot of fake outs, some of them good, some of them bad. I think that one was sort of on the more questionable side, but it was a question that threw Redemption off entirely. Expected a hit, never happened. Now we see the fake kickoff. Ivan has to, you can see Cash getting harassed by Astral has to change the play. Would have preferred to pass it, realized it wasn't an option, and almost got the solo play to work.
Oh, it's phenomenal stuff. The team play with the kickoff strat, the solo play from Astral, almost connecting. Extremely difficult mechanical play that we know is within his capabilities. Astral, goal scorer of many a worldie over the years. I think he's got more where that came from before he's done and dusted with Rocket League Esports.
Yeah, Astral has been a consistent at the top of the RLCS playing fields for quite a while now. I feel like he's owed a little bit more of a, well, silverware towards his name. Maybe he has received, but Only way to do that, get over to Copenhagen, go and win those tournaments. Reestablish exactly who he is. And he is the player on the ball. He's got another fake out. Ivan trying to move in. Oli's pulled himself out of position, and Moist have tied themselves in knots and got away with it.
Yeah, that ended up being quite awkward for Rezi, who pushed out just a touch early, not realizing that there was about to be a shot on target, but a nice half flip back into position enabled him to get the clear. Yeah, here's that same player now, Rezi. A lot of these first touches going high into the air, uncontested. Redemption having a hard time stopping Rezi from getting these plays going. Now it's Oli off the backboard. Joyo thinks better to move in on that play.
Third man jumped in quite heavily. Joyo now has to get the save. He's done it. Now they can break away. It's only Cash. Ivan does turn up in time just to try and make that more difficult. Did enough. One each still. Next goal is crucial.
Yeah, great recovery there by Ivan, helping out Cash, who was last man against Joyo by himself for a second. Rezi beats Ivan to punch in defense. He offloads to Oli, who's got a brief 1v1, but not quickly enough as Cash recovers and takes him out from behind.
Yeah, not for the first time. They thought they had the chance to break away and get that 1v1. Suddenly someone's back and ruining the offense's day. Chris is going to prioritize the 100 boost. Has a good decision. Onto the part where his car got wiped out. In goes Joyo. And who dares challenge him? Oh, I needed somebody to get there. Astral caught into action. Oli's going to take his time. And didn't really get too much done for it, as it seems like everyone just kind of gave up on that play.
Yeah, Joyo's looking active so far when it comes to moving the ball forward. He's been able to outplay a lot of players, but oh no, this bounce has outplayed everyone as Redemption and Moist both simultaneously unable to read that one, and play grinds to a halt again in the midfield. 50-50 goes sideways into the ceiling, and Joyo's always there to match whoever's up against him. As we approach that first minute of overtime, neither team has had too many clear-cut chances. 50-50 middle will be met by Rezi, who's flanked at the full pitch.
I think it's a good point you bring up there as well, Johnny, how the majority of the great plays or the goal-scoring plays that we've seen have come off small mistakes, rotational mistakes, not quite reading the play properly. What's it going to be to find this overtime goal? Cash does take it, goes underneath him. Ivan put into the path of Oli, who does avoid getting hit as well. Astral had to jump to one, but he needed the help, and he did find it.
Yeah, what a clear that was on the recovery from Cash. Some of these recoveries, the last-second recoveries from Redemption, have been crucial. Whether it's challenging a dribbler from behind, whether it's lunging in at the near-post shot that's about to be scored. Moist have had openings, that's absolutely certain, but they need to be very quick with them. Redemption have not left those windows open for all that long.
Good stop there from Cash. Tried to get a second one. And now that bounce out is actually really bad news for Redemption, but Joyo's first touch let him down. Oli moves in, goes for the shot. Sometimes you got to do that. Just test the defenders. Go a little bit more direct. Actually got that boost. Either way, it is out to Oli. Gonna go backboard. Question Ivan's backboard defense. Ivan passes that with flying colors. Now they've got good territory. Joyo beats the ball. Rezi's going to leave it for Oli, and that's not the best touch there from Oli. Now Rezi has got an awful lot of work to do. He knows he's got players waiting around him, and he does so well. Almost found the pass to Oli.
Yeah, a lot of counter-attacks being threatened here. Now Rezi's accidentally jumped the wrong way. That was nearly a disaster for Moist. Rezi just completely misread that one. It almost ends up in an awkward position. Once again, it does. This time Rezi gets the jump and the read right. Redemption are setting up shop at the edge of the box. Inconsistent touches. It's Astral, stopped by Oli. Nice little recovery mid-air there by Oli to get a surprising touch on the ball. Again, it's Joyo who's advancing. Joyo who's getting outplays, whether he's getting the ball past everybody. Well, not quite yet, but at least one or two. Now Oli with an early interception. Drop to Rezi, and that's going to be the winning goal. Early interception from Oli. Completely surprised Redemption. And Rezi, not for the first time this game, pounces on the loose ball.
And very quick communication that the player needed to go that way because there was the chance for... And control those positions. If they can't, well, you get goals like that last one that we saw. If they can, well, you get also long periods of possession that they did have for decent stints during that game. And you break them down, though, off the backboard, and that was a little bit too quick. Rezi has got his third for the series.
And like I said, that's the problem. You're going to run into those big plays at some point. Joyo makes that solo play work much closer to the redemption goal. We've already seen him several times this series, outplaying 1-2 players in a row as he moves the ball from defense to attack. But you know, when it's point-blank range like this, much more difficult to stop. Good defense as well by Joyo. That's not going to be the easiest read by Cash, but he gets it into the top corner, and he didn't waste any time doing so.
Did not want the recoveries to happen. You see Joyo, he's already getting into position. He was not far off. Cash had to execute brilliantly, and he did.
I mean, you know, trying to read a bounce like that that's come off of a pinch, essentially, a 50-50 that's pinched into the backboard. Cash was up immediately. He didn't even have to change his course. It was just a perfect read. He slammed it top bins. Now Rezi's coming the other way. It's all about the solo plays with the setups for Moist, but they are looking for passes in that final third.
Yeah, they had decent effectiveness on the transition out from defense, but not necessarily creating goal-scoring chances from them in the previous game. Now Moist seem to be at least getting a little bit more of a buy-in from Redemption's defense. Oli, oh, how's this one going to pop out? He's got past two of them. Who's up next? Joyo across the face of the goal. We stay at one each.
Oh, Cash was just hustling there, trying to get the ball away from danger. Attempted defensive post pinch, didn't go too far. Now, what can Joyo do in this situation? He back corners it. He's actually in a headlock with Astral on the back wall, and both players are committing to this. So we've got 2v2.
Oli and Rezi looking to try and take on Cash and Ivan, and there's the demo. He's just going to continue to chase up. What's the prediction for here, Johnny?
I mean,
which two have you got?
There's no denying that the position that this one's in does favor Redemption. Astral could at any moment decide to, you know, break this and make a critical save. So if you are predicting a break from Astral and Joyo, then you'd have to go Redemption here. They've got the favorable position. But yeah, Oli is definitely known for his 2v2 play. That's something he made a name for himself with on his come up to the scene. And so far, himself and Rezi have got a good position. It's off the bar. Astral keeps his honor, does not break free. He is just going to hold firm and let his team get back.
Oli did not have the read on that at all. Got a little bit too close to it. Realized if he went for the shot, he was going to sky it. And now he breaks the opposite side of the field. Ivan scores! 2-1. That is unbelievable.
The faithful are rewarded. Astral did not panic. The ball was right in front of his goal, but he just kept Joyo locked up in net. And it is Redemption who break the deadlock and take the 2-1 lead.
Into after the fact, Ivan going to try for the back pass. Realized he had Oli behind him. Cash, decent touch out to Astral, who didn't really get too much from it, but there's a misread again from Moist. Kind of invited Redemption back in, but the demo does help. Here goes Rezi. Rezi is starting to fire on all cylinders. That is a confident player right now.
You know, I don't really blame I don't really blame the early W call there. I feel like Redemption will feel like they deserve a win for that, but we can't get too far ahead of ourselves here. Moist are still, I think if we gave them the win, Moist would probably appeal it at that moment. I don't know if that's in the rules yet, but honorable, unbroken headlocks are rewarded with an immediate win.
You're saying Matt's got the rulebook open, he's ready to get the appeals going at any moment.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them, honestly. I feel like they deserve a win as well. I'm rooting for them. Unbiased, I'm full bias now. I want them to win because that was impressive. Insane from Astral to just watch the ball next to his goal and say, you know what, I don't care. Let's just let this one take its course.
We've had the storyline go for so long about Astral's mental. I think that one play just gets rid of it forever. Strongest mental in the entire game. I'm gonna have the strongest defense. Pass out to Joyo. The answer's no. What a pass, and Joyo was not going to need a second look.
Oh, that's so cheeky from Oli as well. He faked the wall play, cuts in field, and he simultaneously centers the ball while bumping the defender out the way. And that's a really, really patient setup there from Oli. I think, you know, game one and the start of game two, they were taking the ball high a lot, so that would not have been what Redemption were expecting. They have the grounded play. Here comes another one. It's Joyo against Cash. He's going for the crossbar pitch downwards. It's out of the net, but that was not too far off from Joyo.
Astral drops the ball down, but actually that's straight to Papavoli, who can now chase up. He's looking for the third man. He's found them. Now Astral had to go. Oh, they've all missed it. In goes Rezi, has to double tap, and he's bailed his team out and got the goal. But that was so messy.
Oh, the Joyo didn't need that last touch. He was trying to get it in perfectly, but he accidentally hit the bar after successfully outplaying the last defender. And luckily, Rezi keeps his cool, as he has been for the rest of the day. That striker for Moist, and will they be able to now hold on to that 1-goal lead outside of the brief 2v2? They do look like the better team here.
This looks like a scrim, to be honest with you. It's been that kind of wild time between the rule ones, whatever that last goal was, and just whatever else is going to happen in the last 40 seconds, which might contain a Joyo goal. Ivan keeps it out, keeps his team in the game for at least now. But Moist Esports have got stronger and stronger ever since the Rule 1 was finished.
Now that they're back into midfield play, I think all the Moist fans will be resting a little bit more easily. What can Redemption do? As, you know, step 1 involves dispossessing Moist. That's a Moist roster who have been difficult to dispossess today. He's still on this, delaying Cash's entrance to the play, and it's not an easy ball for Cash to collect. Stroyo dispossesses him again and gets working on yet another setup.
Let's go get the ball to the floor, and they will take their second game. Moist Esports comfortably in the driver's.
Only Dayton left in the tournament, coach for Redemption there. Yeah, they've got to start winning, and they've got to start winning soon.
So off to Utopia we go. Can Redemption fight back in this series? Or does the Moist miracle run live on for at least another series? Both these teams way out when it comes to chances of making it. Right now, Redemption looking further away than anyone else.
Yeah, it's a long way back against a Moist roster playing like this. That's a panic in defense. It has been quickly cleaned up by Cash. Rezi wanted the immediate touch there, missed it. Now Oli's alone at the back, and he's not going to have an easy time here. He's out of boost as well, and that miss proves to be costly for Moist, as Oli was hindered with his recovery and completely isolated alone in defense.
Desperately needed though from Redemption. They've got their first. Need to keep this up now, put the pressure on, take that timeout buff. What does the fruity timeout buff look like? Can we get him to be talked about like the Pharaoh, like the Eversaxes? This team need it at the moment, but that backboard touch was so tricky to deal with. 2 players committed. Moist now starting to swarm. Good challenge. In goes Joyo. There was only one predicted result.
And they did not take long again. It's more panicking in defense from Redemption. Oli stuffs Astral's attempted clear, and the full commitment to offense from Moist immediately pays off. 1-1. They look like they mean business, Shogun. They look like they could be destined for a semi-final just as quickly as our other quarter-finalists who were victorious earlier today. BDS and Karmic Corp have sped run their way into it. Moist looking to do the same thing.
It's becoming almost a point of frustration as we do see Oli go for yet another.
Oh, wow.
2-1. And the question's going to start lingering here, Johnny. What could have been if they just could have sorted out the qualifying 2 weeks ago?
You know, I'm not an expert in body language, but, you know, a face palm from Cash and a head shake from Astral's not looking too good over there in the Redemption camp. They've got a long way to go in this game. And, you know, a long way to go in the series if they are to come back. But heads are going down here. They're starting to realize that, you know, they're getting outplayed. And obviously it can't feel too good to see goals flying into your net left, right, and center. You've got to stabilize the defense here, boys. I think that's step 1 to actually starting a comeback in the series, is managing to consistently get out of defense like they did in game 1.
Just seems so much easier, didn't it? It was not that long ago. Oli now, reset. Even he's starting to feel confident on these plays. He gets off the backboard, Rezi dives on in. Oli can just cut rotation and keep this one going. Didn't quite land for him. Astral, what a read. Joyo, he almost got it. Read him like a book and almost scored off it.
Yeah, it's good defense by Cash again to dive back, but as we keep mentioning, that these last-ditch efforts in defense are not things you can rely on. You know, we've seen that a lot in RLCS over the years. You cannot rely on just goal line defense and last-second challenges. Much better to get out and challenge early, and something that Redemption are really struggling to get going right now. And this is much better. You got Astral in the back corner, 50-50ing it through one, and then creating a same 50-50 situation with another. Oh, what a play by Oli. Oh, he's just skipping and jumping over everybody as he makes it 3-1. And, you know, early challenge or not, Oli has just got way too fast a recovery there. That is insane to get back to the ball as quickly as he did.
No, I don't even blame the defender. That is a sort of pace that you just never see on those recoveries. He maintained supersonic as he landed. That is just going to be a slightly wide. This Moist Esports roster, though, are oozing with confidence. Rezi with Oli on the far side. Oh, look at this. They're trying to go for the freestyle plays. Joyo now, up next. What can he bring to the showcase? That is insane, Musty. Rezi's turn. Redemption need to get moving here. They have got a team against them that are just trying to showcase themselves. Now Joyo goes for the ground play. In comes Oli. Takes him out.
I mean, they're just so confident right now. Moist are going for any play they can conjure up in their head. There's zero hesitation and no doubt in their mechanical ability. And it's a tough spot for Redemption, isn't it? They just have very little going their way in this game or the last. You know, they really just trying to get Joyo locked with Astral again. Seems like it might be the best win condition. Astral's got to try and find him, especially now that he's zero boost. Just honestly, driving to Joyo. I think Joyo would get him. Yes, there it is. No, he's flipped away. So they're going to have to remain in a 3v3.
Have to look into that rule set. Maybe we can still give them the win for game number 2. The worst part is I think if you offer that, Moist might still take it if you ask the players. They'd love another game just to continue showcasing what they're doing.
But here's a chance.
Challenge though. You see Joyo is starting to scamper back. And Demo just ruins any chances Redemption had. Now off the, I was going to say the attempted flick, but Oli never really committed.
Yeah, it didn't sit perfectly in his car there, so he decided not to actually commit to the flick. Look how much space Moist have got. At the edge of the box, there's no challengers coming in. Redemption is losing their momentum in defense time and time again, unable to close the distance. And it's giving Moist so much time to decide not just what play to make, but who to make the play. They've got options. Moist first to the ball, second to the ball. They're saying, nah, I've got a good line at this one. How about you? Okay, yep, you go for it. And it's in for Oli again, 4-1. They're laughing, and there's not a smile to be seen on the Redemption side.
We are quickly hurtling towards 6 in a row for Moist Esports. Reverse sweep yesterday. As good as done in game number 3 here. Redemption just do not have an answer. Timeout is timeout did not work at all. And Moist Esports, they'll be singing bring on the semi-finals today. Happily would play the rest of this tournament out as quickly as possible. Because this is the Moist Esports that I feel like we got glimpses of, Johnny, when we saw this team for the first time back at Flip and Spin.
Yeah.
And it kind of disappeared when RLCS began.
And they've really just been stunning to watch in offense. Their ability to outplay opponents is just so present with this roster. It's not just Joyo, it's the whole team. Oli has had a couple solo goals in this game alone. And I mean, Rezi, players I know looked up to Joyo over the years, and a player that was handpicked by Joyo on this roster. They've got chemistry off the pitch. And for
the F1 car has got a good track record this weekend. Could have gone over that way.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, if it was,
didn't work.
Yeah. If it was going badly before this game, well, it's going very badly now. Cash turns upfield after grabbing the back corner boost on the kickoff, and the dead ball cheat goes into the back of their net. I mean, it's a high-risk strategy, and we've seen what can go wrong if the risk does not pan out, and this is almost just as bad with Oli now on the ball. Plenty of boost to spare. His shot is initially defended, but the panic is present once again for Moist, or rather, no, for Redemption in defense. That's good from Astral. He lands on the last defender, and what a crucial play that was. Moist would have had the free run at this if not for Astral bumping Joyo, who is up to try and defend the overhead.
Yeah, the flip reset was like a trebuchet just to launch the ball, and then it was throwing the trebuchet at the player itself. 1-1, Redemption really needed that. Some life back into this series. We'll see how Moist Esports respond to that. They have conceded a few whilst they've been on this rather incredible run of play that they've had. Ivan, power clear. He's got Cash, who will have to stretch for the ball. Did at least get some contact. Back out again. Cash. Bit of time. What can he do with it? Not challenged to the last second there from Joyo, who does seem like just wants to wait downfield for the pass to come his way. In goes Oli. First time. Been attacked. Could not escape Joyo.
Yeah, this time we have contact between Joyo and Astral that does result in a Moist goal. A bit more violent than the last time the two butted heads as Joyo clatters Astral away from a defensive position. Moist are just so confident with their offense right now. It doesn't matter who's on the ball. Oh, that's another one, isn't it? I mean, you've not learned from your mistake there, Redemption, have you? Because that's the second time this game that they have made the exact same mistake. But honestly, well played though. You've got to give it to Moist for consistently winning these kickoffs. They are putting the ball in the right spot for the cheating player to approach. And that's what's catching Redemption off guard.
Because like the Moist Esports org is always got some sort of kickoff goal happening either for or against them. Just saying, quite a few plays seem to pop to my head.
Oh, Oli did get a flip reset there.
Astral, oh my goodness, he's got pass too. Astral is trying to really put something together here. Was a major part of the first goal that they got. Now he's on the respawn, and we'll be happy with the side that he was respawned on. Game is not out of reach yet. Moist Esports trying to do so. You got
wait, what?
Oh, no. What? Well, you can say sometimes everything is falling for one team. That was in a very literal sense that fell for Rezi.
I mean, everything's just falling apart for Redemption as even a clear at ceiling height is being immediately intercepted by Moist, who can't make any mistakes here, really, in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, they've conceded a few times today, and Redemption have caused them some problems. But overall, it hasn't damaged their confidence at all. They've just continued chugging along, and they've continued to trust each other. And for me, that's one of the big differences between these two teams today. Is Moist look like a team who trust each other's touches, who trust each other's plays, and Redemption are a team who, unfortunately, just today have not been able to do that. Oh, well, never mind. It's fine. It's totally fine. Absolutely fine.
I'm sorry, it's over. Well,
yeah,
nothing is working for Redemption here. It is one of those series.
I'm trying to credit Moist for trusting each other's touches. They double commit on nothing and center the ball, but Astral can't even put that one on target. It's just all going wrong here. You can see that the mental has completely fallen apart for Redemption. They just don't believe anymore. That's the problem when you're down 3 games, down 3-1 in game 4, and about to see the end of your split 1 in the new RLCS season.
Astral's trying to create something here. Maybe make up for the previous play. He was at least the provider of the one and only goal Redemption have got in this game. But they need more. They've got 2 goals in 2 minutes to find. Have not really had the looks of them of a team that is capable of it. Can they flip the script entirely? They've got a little bit of territory at the moment. Trying to chase down. Cash is going to get near that one, but it's out to Ivan. Joyo clears into the path of Rezi. Astral, I don't know if he was putting the pressure somewhere else or why he was just jumping into the midfield. Either way, he is now on possession of the ball. Chance to outplay.
Okay. Well, Astral, despite missing a glorious opportunity earlier on, has done well here in the 1v1. He broke free and then plays for the low pop bump to put them within a goal here with a lot of time left in the game. That's Astral once again with physical play onto the last defender, creating a goal. And hold on a second here, where's that ball going? Joyo's able to collect it well, and that was pretty close to being a direct shot on target.
Cash guides it back out. Oli will wait. Oli outplayed. Rezi, though, in support. And it's in these positions that Redemption just lose all momentum on their cars. They slow up so much when in their final third. Can't afford that now. They've got to get rid of this ball and create a goal-scoring opportunities for themselves. I think Ivan might have been wanting that one to just be left for himself. Now off the backboard, Ivan around. But he sticks with it for the time being. In goes Astral, and Rezi will just take his time, clear the ball.
Yeah, it's well done by Rezi as well. Full control as he helps the ball forward. Well into the final minute now. Joyo's low shot will be defended, but Redemption starting to run out of time. And they've got a good chance here though. Astral with the solo play. Challenged nice and early by Joyo, and Joyo's done fantastically to just stay behind the ball and delay Redemption even more.
To the corner, 30 seconds. Redemption still need one. This might be the chance to do it. Joyo not only saves, but controls and guides the ball back out. But Redemption have kept themselves in the driver's seat at least temporarily. Now they are driven out of the tournament and out of major contention.
That's a huge hit by Oli in reverse. Ivan did not expect that much power with the clear from Oli, who's positioned backwards with almost no momentum there. And now they've got to get the best kickoff of the game. They've not had kickoffs going their way this game, but can they get one here to keep themselves alive? Joyo delays his kickoff just to try and mess with Redemption even more, and that should be it. Moist are about to book their spot in the semi-finals tomorrow.
Cash clears the ball. It will